What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of The Opening Move, where we're going to be playing, or otherwise known as Wrecking the Ottomans, where we're going to be playing as Byzantium once again. This is my third Byzantium strategy video, but unfortunately my other videos have, they're basically outdated. So we're going to start off by deleting this fort down here in Moria, stop maintaining that fort as well as our armies. Yeah, so I just want to throw it out there that currently in this patch, I feel like the Ottomans, Byzantium's actually not that difficult to play overall for a more advanced player. And there's not all that much consistency, unfortunately. There's so much RNG involved. Pretty much the worst case scenario is that you're attacked by both Venice and the Ottomans, which can be extremely hard to deal with. Let's go ahead and rival up these peeps. But yeah, there's basically two phases that I want you guys to think. Be in the mindset of two phases. You've kind of got the first move and the second move. Okay, the first move is going to consist of allies. As you can see, Jandar is friendly with us. We're going to ask him for an alliance immediately. If you unpause the game, Jandar will actually change his relation from friendly and you won't be able to acquire him as an ally. So we're going to ask him to be our ally. I'm also going to embargo our rivals. Now we're going to ally Trebizond. When you're seeking these alliances, what we're actually looking for initially over anything else is navy. We're looking for the combined navy because we play like complete and utter badasses, and if you get attacked, that's just what you do. You just deal with being attacked. And so what we're going to do in the first phase, if you get attacked by the Ottomans because you're a complete and utter Iron Man badass, what you're going to do is crush him at sea with the combined forces of taking very strategic, meticulous naval battles with the combined forces of your entire alliance, of your navy alliance of stuff and stuff like that. And then when he is inferior at sea, you're going to notice that your allies are just basically going to spam siege down the Anatolian side. If all you need to do is basically slowly but surely win at sea, and then via any method you need to obtain bigger. Once you obtain bigger, he can't cross the strait until he obtains Constantinople. Hopefully, because the AI is completely and utterly so dumb in this current patch, if you make allies like, for example, with this nation, Wallachia, it's going to be enough to deter him from obtaining Constantinople for a little while. And your objective is not going to be, this is in the worst case scenario if he attacks you, okay? It's not going to be to actually win the war, but instead it's going to be just last long enough and siege up enough of his land to where you can white peace him. Very easily done, unless you're very unlucky and Venice attacks you as well, then things get really dicey. Now, if you're lucky, that won't happen at all, and instead he'll attack Albania, who's allied to Hungary or something like that, and you will actually dishonor the alliance with Albania. We're not going to be accepting any raw marriages with these dudes who we don't value their alliances. We're just holding on to them as allies in the meantime. So either way, whether you fight the war and you go for the white peace, remember when I said go for the white peace? Because it's all about efficiency. That's going to give you truce time. What you'll find if you don't go for the white peace is you can easily spend 5 years, which would be spent in truce, fighting the Ottomans to little avail. You're going to struggle really hard, whereas alternatively you could just white peace, be at peace, stop maintaining your armies, acquire stronger alliances, and then just crush the Ottomans. And that's exactly what we're going to be looking to do. Now phase 2, we're going to go from trying to acquire allies to protect us to the second phase, which is trying to acquire allies to protect us. So the most notable two allies, in my opinion, or ally opportunities, are going to be Poland and the Mamelukes. Those are the two most key allies, and the reason is because they're very likely to back you up in an offensive war if you offer them land. Now, the dream is that you offer both Poland and the Mamelukes land, and you do not give either of them land. You just take all the land for yourself. Then what you do, once you're so large and the Ottomans are basically secured as a valid rival, that's when your forces are much higher, your naval forces are much higher, and you instead grab Austria as an ally to protect you in defensive wars. Got it? Good. Let's do it. With that being said, we just got attacked by the Ottomans, rip dreams. So here we go. Let's see if we can See if we can win. See if we can win these battles. And hopefully... in this case, I'm going to cancel my heavy carracks because they will not finish. Really hoping that the Venetians attack Albania instead of our south. Getting stack wiped here in Athens, no biggie. Now this is a biggie. About to get stack wiped in Constantinople. Fortunately, he's microing his navy quite poorly, so we're going to save our units by pulling them out of Constantinople. And just like I said, we're really hoping to siege down bigger so that he cannot actually get to the Anatolian side unless he beats us at sea. Going to try to restore our units. Heal them up. And just like I said, these Anatolian miners are going to be kind of mass sieging him up, carpet sieging him a little bit. Little bit of carpet siege Renos. So in the meantime, I guess we should abandon our relations with Albania. Improve relations with the Mamelukes. Hoping to acquire them as a sweet alliance as soon as possible. These reinforcements on the Anatolian side are quite unfortunate, but also quite unusual. Not sure exactly why that's happening in that manner. Looks like we're able to pick off 5 Ottoman galleys here, which is quite frankly the dream. It's quite frankly the dream. 2 of them died. So it looks like the Ottomans have inferior navy now and are most likely going to be too intimidated to really engage our navy units, which means as long as we hold bigger, they can no longer cross over to the Anatolian side. We can see their war goal is grabbing Constantinople, so that's also going to be giving us ticking war score. Going to go ahead and hire some mercenary birds, my favorite kind of canary bird, mercenaries. And our little Asia Minor peeps doing the dirty work for us, sieging everything up, which is fantastic because we don't really have access. Really hoping for some siege ability, which we don't have. Awkward. Siege ability is really great because it's going to allow you to siege down this province before he sieges down his capital, which is quite crucial. It's definitely a base race. If he sieges down your capital when you haven't obtained this province, he can just walk straight across the strait, which is obviously a little bit awkward. Okay, so he's probably just going to sit here. Fortunately, we are blockading his port. And his navy's just chilling up here. It doesn't really know what to do with itself. So we're trying to reach this white piece, which you can see is fairly obtainable, in my opinion. Without ticking war score, his war exhaustion is probably... Thanks, game. Really nice event there. Loving you. Loving the RNG right now. Feeling real good. His war exhaustion is probably going to increase faster than ours is. If you can see how much we have actually sieged him up. We're also blockading him. His war exhaustion is going to, I wouldn't say skyrocket, but it's going to go up there. Should be able to obtain at least one. Oh, we can see he's helping us out here. So what I will do is I'll go siege up Ankara instead. At least one fort, in theory, we should obtain before he Thought Wallachia was about to suicide into Constantinople. No, yeah. The AI is a little bit cheeky, and it likes to do this thing that I like to call the AI sieges faster than the player does conspiracy theory confirmed. That's what it likes to do. Just speed siege. It's what we call the speed siege. That's what we call it in the industry, is the speed siege. The AI likes to speed siege. You're over here derping around, twiddling your thumbs. AI, speed siege. He's got it on lockdown. It's no problem. What's that? Fort level 3 versus fort level 2. Started sieging after you. You're blockading the fort. Don't worry about it. Speed siege. Alright, that's what we call it in the industry. But all jokes aside, progressing fairly well here. It's not going to be nice. I'm not going to lie, guys. It's going to be really unpleasant when the Ottomans take our capital. Because he doesn't want to, even though he's not going to be able to cross the strait, he's getting really close to a white piecing here. But that's going to change. That's going to change when he takes our capital. Don't take it this time. Oh, never lucky. Lucky one time. Lucky one time. Okay. How was that for a demonstration, guys? Are you proud of me? I'm proud of myself. There we go. So guess what? We're hashtag safe from the Ottomans attacking us. Hashtag survived. Hashtag feels good, man. White peace with the Ottomans. Alliance with Poland. Now, what's the plan? We're over our diplo relations, so let's sort this out. Trebizond is a liability. He'll get attacked by QQ. Unfortunately, I cancelled my Karak progress, which is just brutal, but there you go. Instead of Karaks, I'm going to recruit some light ships, which are much cheaper, and they're going to finish up around the same time my one heavy ship finishes. Yeah, okay, so honestly, guys, a part of me wants to actually just call the video there. I think I pretty much the only way anything could have gotten worse than that scenario is if Venice attacked us, right? And basically the way that you're going to deal with Venice is you're going to do the same thing, is try to win naval battles. It's going to be really crucial and key that you win naval battles, and you're just aiming for that white piece. One thing that you can do against Venice is when he's going to attack you, we're trying to ally Albania, by the way. I was trying to ally Albania. Usually you're going to have Albania as an ally, and if that's the case, Venice is going to land here and go for him. This is a really good spot to try to fight Venice in the mountains. Just saying, those are some good opportunities to rip his troops with the help of Skanderbeg in the mountains, ruin his enthusiasm, and then just get that sweet, sweet white piece. Let's stop maintaining this fort. Yeah, so if we look at Wallachia, oh my gosh, his relations are not horrible with the Ottomans. What's wrong with you, Wallachia? Very often, Wallachia will actually help you in an offensive war if you promise him land as well, but that doesn't appear as though it is the case this time around. The two real allies, like I said, of interest are going to be the Mamelukes and Poland. Okay, so the Ottomans are at war with Hungary now. That's going to be a good... it's going to exhaust them quite a bit in the meantime. But we're 10 away from acquiring this alliance with the Mamelukes. If we actually increase our naval strength, that's going to help us acquire an alliance with the Mamelukes, as well as our relations, and as well as our Diplo Rep advisor. So we do have a truce with the Ottomans, but I think that was a really good demonstration of phase 1, which is make allies and then survive a white peace with the Ottomans. Phase 2 is acquire allies and then absolutely ruffle stomp the Ottomans because they're struggling to expand at all, as you can see. And by the time our white piece is up, we're going to call in both the Mamelukes and the Polish by promising them land and absolutely ruffle stomp them. The Mamelukes and yourself alone are going to be able to absolutely destroy the Ottomans at sea as long as you are cautious and you attack with the Mamelukes navy. And I can almost guarantee you that having both from being sandwiched between both different nations being attacked at the same time, the Ottomans are going to get wrecked, basically. I don't know what else to say. What you're going to want to do most likely is play the same tactic once you've won the navy, the seas. Try to siege up bigger so he cannot cross over. He's mostly going to dilly-dally around fighting the Poles. And the Mamelukes are going to siege up all of Anatolia with yourself. And then finally just be able to walk clean across the strait and help put the real nail in the coffin of the Ottoman Empire. So I hope that was a real good demonstration, guys. I think actually, look, here's the story. If you can't win in this scenario, just get good. Alright, guys? Hashtag I love you. I'm going to continue playing this game, and I'm going to cut it, because otherwise this video is going to go on forever. Get good. Get the achievement. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out, guys. Okay, guys, so here we are at 1452. And our truce is finally up with the Ottomans. I say finally, took 5 years, not that big of a deal. That's why you white piece them instead of fighting the long, hard war for 5 years plus. So here we are in a spot where I've also allied Austria and Serbia. Hashtag easy life, so easy, I love it. The reason why would you ally Serbia, Monk, when you're over your Diplo relations? This is why, is because we're going to call them in as well and offer them land and not give them land, because that's how we do. Okay, so the Ottomans just got finished fighting both Albania and Hungary, taking a total of 3 provinces, basically spent the entirety of that 5 years at war. His manpower's exhausted, he's down to 23,000 units total. We're going to attack him. I'll make this province the war goal, call in the Mamelukes, Poland, and Serbia. And by the way, I realized that Poland didn't get the personal union. That's really awkward this time around, which is actually going to make things considerably more difficult. Going to focus on picking off any naval units that we can, just like that. Feels real good, man. And go around basically just picking off things here and there and wherever we can, and avoiding engagements. Letting our allies do all of the work. We can see that he's afraid to actually pull his navy out. And yeah, I would be too, Ottomans. I would be too. So with that being said, I'm going to go, both of his troops we can now see have been moved over to the Balkan side. So in that case, I'm going to try to bring my troops onto Bigger to prevent him from having any ability to move to the Anatolian side. And once again, he's sieging up my fort level 3. Hopefully my allies can poise to be some kind of distraction and break his siege progress over here. And I'm just going to spend my time mass sieging his Anatolian side. Going to raise our war taxes there. But also, I just want to give you guys another really quick tip. Try to, when you can, when your diplomats are free, like now, mine have been, try to build a spy network in the Ottomans. That kind of goes without saying, but he is going to pull way far ahead in tech, and that spy network is really going to help you, enable you guys to actually... It's going to help enable you guys to actually tech up more easily, as he's a more advanced neighbor than you. I wonder... Let's try roll our ruler to get some siege. Yes. Got him. That siege will help us speed siege down this fort, hopefully. So yeah, we can see we dominate him at sea. We dominate him at land in terms of forces. The Mamelukes hopefully are transporting some troops across or doing something productive, because we're somewhat heavily dependent on them. We can see that he has, as I predicted, our allies have poised enough of a distraction to actually stop him from sieging our capital. So I'm going to begin by sieging the Anatolian side out as much as I can. Venice attacks the Ottomans. I mean, I'm not surprised. He has no manpower. He's looking pretty grim, in pretty grim shape. So that's obviously going to be the death. We'll say that he's, how do you say, he's dead as a dodo. We'll say he's dead as a dodo. You guys are going to have to forgive me, but the intention of this video is actually to basically demonstrate opening strategy. What I'm going to do here... Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say that I'm going to try to actually avoid this engagement by pulling out to C, but yeah. And his units are so damn strong. Look at them, just brutalizing me. Look at him. Makes me sick. I was going to say that I'm actually going to call the video here, guys, to make it short and sweet, and so it doesn't drag on like the rest of my videos. But I think you guys will see, if you have any brains inside of your tiny little heads. Yeah, the Ottomans are a little bit dead. They're a little bit dead as dodo. He's also fighting Venice now as well. So it's just going to be a matter of time until we actually win this. In fact, we could probably begin just fighting in the Balkan region, especially if some Venetians actually make their way over here so that they're ready to back us up in engagements. That would be really cool. But yeah, I might post a final shot of myself, just the standard. Nothing new, nothing original, just ripping the Ottomans to pieces. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm going to keep it coming. Make sure to express how much you guys enjoyed it in the comments, and if you could thumb up the video and stuff like that, I'd really appreciate it. Bye-bye! Okay, so there we go. As you can see here, pretty standard stuff. The Venetians actually pieced out the Ottomans by taking like one province, but also releasing land to these dudes, weakening the Ottomans even more. I pieced out the Ottomans with all of my corps as well as one province in order to release Bulgaria in order to give us a really nice CB and take out the rest of the Balkan region with one smooth war. Feels so good. So guys, I just want to say that yeah, when you're the best, when you're at least the best around, and you're really good at this game, the best, and really humble like myself, life's good in the hood. Really good in the hood. Another tip for you guys, as far as following up moves, fabricate on the knights, attack the knights so that you don't have to deal with Venice directly, crush the Venetians by building heavy ships, take the knights, because it's a decent province, it's in the region, it's Greek, and that's a nice way to separate piece the Venetians take some of their Greek land as well. Hope you guys enjoyed. As you can see here, diplomacy is pretty garbage. Poland's fighting another war, but he will break his alliance with us as soon as he's finished with that war. We're allied to the big sugar daddy Austria, though. Yeah, allied to Austria, got plenty of other opportunities. In fact, like right now it's asking me to get a rival with this guy, essentially, who's getting deadified, but it's whatever. I'm just ranting on. I should cut the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you guys have success recreating this yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.